A new documentary weaves together stories of farm workers, snowbirds, and music festival goers over the course of a year in our valley. It's called Invisible Valley, and it screens here this week. I spoke today with the director, Aaron Maurer. Aaron, first off, tell us what Invisible Valley is all about.
Absolutely. Invisible Valley shows a year in the lives of residents of the Coachella Valley as they migrate in and out over the course of a year. We follow our main subjects are farm working family, migrant farm workers on the east side, but we also follow snowbirds who do their own sort of migration on the west side in the golf resorts, people who come for the music festivals every year, a sort of another type of migration, even covering the migratory birds at the Salton Sea. So we're sort of looking at this like big picture look at the Coachella Valley and migratory patterns there.
I'm curious what made you choose the Coachella Valley?
The Coachella Valley is a really fascinating environment because it's known globally, for the festivals, for the music festivals, and even nationally, for Palm Springs, for swimming pools and, Cadillacs and stuff like that. But, that's sort of just half the valley. It's half the story of the valley. And this whole other half, the whole agricultural side is such a vital piece of the picture. And, you know, outside of people who live in the valley, many people have no idea that even exists. So it creates, there's a real dichotomy there. And in some instances, when we were filming, there are migrant farm workers who are picking vegetables across the street from, multi-million-dollar homes in a golf resort. And that kind of economic disparity highlights something that is, pretty key in the US and, around the world.
And you mentioned migration. Why is that such an important part of this documentary?
Migration's sort of become a very politicized word, over the last many years. And we wanted to sort of take a look at the subject and kind of take a step back, because like we're all migrating in a lot of ways. People migrate for fun, people migrate out of necessity, and migration, with a capital M, really it's the sort of the backbone of the economy of the entire Coachella Valley. From agriculture to tourism, is so important. And taking a look at that in a sort of a new context where, sort of a more human context that kind of envelops everything, envelops all people, it sort of helps look at migrant farm workers and those who come here for work out of, necessity and who are doing really vital work. And it sort of allows you to look at some of those aspects in a new way that's sort of less hot button issue.
Before we let you go, Aaron, if anyone would like to see this documentary or get more information, how do they do that?
Yeah, absolutely. The documentary is playing on the 3rd in the Coachella Valley. We're really excited to bring it there because it's the first time it's playing in the valley, in the community. It's playing at Desert Mirage High School at 5 p.m. There's a big event. We're going to have live music. We're going to have a bunch of locals coming, and it's going to be, we're really excited about it. It's going to be a really fun time. So we hope everyone from the community can come. It's about generating dialogue, getting people together, getting people in the same room and talking about these issues. We're really excited about it.
All right, Aaron, we appreciate your time. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.